What's up, guys? It's Wally, and today we're going to be doing some battles with Rillaboom. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember Rillaboom from the Sword Shield era, not just because it was one of the starters, but also because it was a pretty high usage Pokemon because of its access to the move Grassy Glide. Now, the great thing about Grassy Glide is if you are on the Grassy Terrain, it does up its priority by one stage, so it will pretty much go first for the most part. And since Rillaboom has that ability to set the Grassy Terrain itself, it was a really great combo to have there. However, now that we are in Gen 9, unfortunately it does not have access to Grassy Glide anymore. But despite Rillaboom losing probably its best move in its moveset, I still think it's going to be a pretty good Pokemon in Regulation D, despite the fact that I think the usage is still going to go down a bit. I mean, it still has some pretty good moves in its move pool, including moves Fake Out and Taunt. Obviously, Fake Out is great to be able to make a Pokemon flinch on that first turn that you're out there, and Taunt is really nice to be able to stop Pokemon from doing things like Spore, Trick Room, or any kind of status move like that. And also in terms of its actual attacks, we have Knock Off, which is really nice because it ends up actually knocking off the item of the Pokemon that you end up hitting, and then Drum Beating, which is a really strong grass stab move to have. Now, just like the old Rillaboom, we do have the ability to set Grassy Terrain ourselves with the Grassy Surge, and with the item Grassy Seed, we are able to raise our defense by one stage. We do have the Electric Terror, which really is mainly just defensive because we don't have any electric moves, don't have Terra Blast, but since we do set the Grassy Terrain, Earthquake, which is a really strong ground move, does end up, I believe, having its attack power. So Rillaboom, which, you know, if it is an Electric Terra and it does have the Grassy Terrain out there, even though it is typically super effective, it will end up essentially going to just like a neutral move. Of course, if you do see other ground moves like Earth Power or something like that, you're not going to be protected like that, but we're kind of banking on the fact that Earthquake is pretty common. And one last thing I want to mention is we did get this team as a rental in chat from our buddy C Pickle. So dude, thanks for letting me use the team. And I'm super excited to get into the battle, so we will. But before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just tap in chat. Please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Let's get into the battles. Not gonna lie, this is actually a pretty interesting team. I like this quite a bit. I mean, they have Goodra and is that Hisuian Sliggoo? I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, though. They do have Ursaluna and Cresselia, of course, though. And then two fire Pokemon. And that's what's going to make it tough with them. But I'm still going to bring them because Terrestrialization exists, and I think that's going to help quite a bit. We're going to bring Urshifu and, or along with Rillaboom. I think that's going to be a pretty good combo. Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good combo. Other than that, though, I don't want to bring... Actually, you know what? We'll bring them in the back. I'm gonna bring Tornadus in the back because it has Rain Dance. We'll be able to stop the fire moves from being super effective. And then last but not least, honestly, we're gonna bring Pao. Because I was thinking what would be good against both of the Goodra line, and that really would either be the Ice with the Dragon, or even with the Steel type, we have the Sacred Sword to be able to go into that. But the classic pairing, of course. Now I think we might be able to knock out Ursaluna. I think we might be able to knock out Ursaluna right away with a Surging Strikes. I am gonna taunt. They probably are Mental Herb though. I could go for the knockoff. Actually, because here's the thing. Okay, so Drum Beating. Yeah, but we don't want to lower their speed stat, though. That's the only downside. Let's fake out the first one, and we'll see what ends up happening, and we'll go with the Surging Strikes into Ursaluna. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, that's going to be a little short. That's okay, though. That's not bad, though. That's some pretty good damage. EQ. That's totally fine. Again, because like what we talked about before, on the Grassy Terrain, that only has like half damage, you know? Oh, and it's life? It's a life orb? I thought that they were going to be like flame orb or something. Okay, my bad then. Okay, oh shoot. I'm gonna go knockoff over there because why not? And let's see. Honestly, because we still have the speed, we're still gonna go for the surging strikes. I think that should be good. Yeah, because I'm not obviously not worried about speed right now. At a certain point coming up soon, though, we might need to swap out Rillaboom for the Tornadus. Sorry, yeah, I had to do that to make myself remember the name of Tornadus. Yeah, we might actually have to do it on this next one. Yeah, that thing is way too bulky, but at least we knocked off the leftovers. That's really nice, and they're not setting Trick Room. They're going Calm Mind. Okay. That's okay. I mean, that'll up their special attack, but as of right now... Yeah, as of right now, we're totally okay with that. Okay, we're actually fully back to, like, we're back to full health with Rillaboom. That's got to be Sliggoo? No, okay, it's Goodra. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but... I don't know what their item is, but I want to knock it off, though. Armor Grass. Actually, I wonder if they're going to be the one to terrestrialize. Well, they're not going to terrestrialize at all yet. Man, this is where actually the rain would come in handy. So, like I said, we probably need to swap into... wow, that's some good damage. And they're gooey, okay. But we knocked off their AV, which... I forget about that new move, too. Ooh, Ice Beam. That's some good damage. You know what, though? I'm going to go Drum Beating over there. Let's see, because that's 120, but because we're fighting as well, that's 180. That would be 75, but with Stab, obviously, but it is not very effective. So we're actually going to go for the Close Combat over there. I know we're going to slow down, but I want to take it out. So there we go. We lower defense and special defense. That's okay. Urshifu might get knocked out here. But honestly, I might be okay with that. And they're going to go for the Lunar Blessing. Crazy that one speed drop actually made us slower than Cresselia. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's really not that weird. That's actually not bad damage. When you consider how bulky Cresselia is, that's really not bad. And now that we lowered their speed as well, that's actually pretty good for us. Who's the last Pokemon? Skeledirge. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap into Plot Armor here. I'm actually going to Protect, because I want to see what their Terra is going to be. Because I feel like, because I don't think they've terrestrialized yet. Yeah, I don't believe they did. So I feel like Skeledirge is going to be their Terra. And of course, we need to swap out Rillaboom. Plus, we get an additional Fake Out, you know, whenever it comes back in. We will probably end up getting a Torch Song over into Tornadus, which, you know, that happens. Yep. Here it comes. Is it going to be Fairy? Is it going to be Grass? Oh, it's them! They're going into Fairy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's actually really fine. Oh, unless they have Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I know. Oh, good. They were Moonblast. Okay, dodged a bullet there, honestly. Really, really dodged a bullet there. There we go. I know, the grass disappeared. We're going to go for the Rain Dance. And let's go for the Surging Strikes into Skeleturge. You can run, but you can't hide at this point. Because of, you know, Unseen Fist. But there we go. We get the Rain Dance. We're going to have some super-powered Surging Strikes for as long as we still have it out there. Wow, that's going to be a two-hit KO, huh? Let's go. So their +2 doesn't matter now. That's awesome. You're going to go Moonblast now. No, you're going Lunar Blessing. Fair enough. Okay, that's going to give him another quarter. And now, let's just finish it off with the Bleak Wind Storm and one more Surging Strikes. I think that should be enough. Yeah, that special defense increase really, really helps, too. Is it? Oh, I think we're going to be just short. Yeah, just short. But that's okay because... yeah. Let's go. Oh, that's right. We're sashed. Okay, yeah, let's go. So that's perfect. We got one more Bleak Wind, and we also have the Aqua Jet, and that'll be enough. I mean, obviously the Aqua Jet's going to finish it up. There we go. Man, I was worried about Trick Room with that, but man, I guess we really didn't have to be too worried. But either way, really good game on that. Again, a really interesting team. It's cool always seeing Goodra out there. But the good thing about that is, especially for us, having a strong Pokemon like Urshifu and a strong stab move like Close Combat, that Goodra, not the Hisuian one, but that Goodra, not being the best physical defender, really helped us out with that. Good game. Okay, so we got a couple Pokemon here that Rillaboom is going to have to worry about. Obviously, you have the Ice, you have the Flying from Tornadus, and I guess also from the Galarian Moltres as well. That's going to be tough, but I still think we're going to send it out there. Again, we're going to be able to lessen the damage from an Earthquake, so I think that's going to be really valuable as well. I think we're going to have to set Tailwind for this too. Flutter Mane is going to be a good matchup here too. It's really great to do a lot of these Pokemon. And again, Urshifu is going to have some hard times against the flying Pokemon as well. But do we actually send out Urshi, though? Yeah, no, I don't think we can, really realistically. So let's go with our other strong one. Again, we also do have... what's the word I'm looking for? Ice Priority. That's the word I'm looking for. Or words. But Ice Priority with Chien Pao, and this thing does actually have Choice Band too, which I know is a little crazy, but pretty awesome as well. Definitely leads to some really strong moves too. So, oof. Well, I'm not going to be able to, you know. Ooh, actually, no, you would be able to put us to sleep, huh? Alright, that's fine. We up our defense. Let's fake out over into Breloom. And let's go for that Tailwind. I'm only thinking that their Tornadus has... what's the word I'm looking for? Covert Cloak, only because I know ours does too. Not saying that all Tornaduses are the same, but you never know. A little HP recovery. On this one, I think we're actually going to swap into Cheeto here, especially if they go with the Bleak Wind. And we're going to go... Do they have any Watermons? Yeah, they do. I don't want to set Rain Dance for that. I think we just need to go for the raw Bleak Wind. That is so rough, but we're just going to have to go for it. Because again, if they do end up having Urshifu in the back, which I would imagine that they do, yeah, we would have... that's fair right there. We would be powering up their water move. So even though we have a good Pokemon like Rillaboom in the back to take care of the water type, you know, it's still going to take some pretty strong damage. That's alright. Alright, let's see here. Now, Ice... honestly, realistically, we should have the speed with Cheeto here. So I'm going to do that up into Tornadus, and honestly, just hope that I hit Breloom with this. Okay, we don't have to hope anymore, guys. Well, we lose Cheeto, but we don't have to hope anymore with hitting these double Bleak Winds. Why do I forget about Mach Punch? Maybe it's because I haven't seen a Breloom in so long, but they really helped us out there. However, we do have to worry about the fact that they do have Urshifu in the back, probably. And that's why they ended up setting that. You know, because we could terrestrialize into... Yeah. I wonder if terrestrializing into water would actually do anything, though. Sorry, I'm thinking way too hard about this. Oh, it's Garchomp! Oh, I should have ended up going with what's their name then. Alright, so let's go with the Fake Out over into Tornadus, and let's go with that Bleak Wind again. Perfect, yeah, because we knew that the Fake Out was going to knock them out. Because there was no way that they were going to survive that. Ooh, who'd you miss? Nice! The one that we needed them to miss actually missed. That's awesome. Bleak Wind. Some good damage. Some good damage. Yeah, I know. We helped them out with that. Tailwind's gone. Tailwind's gone. Yep, and there's Urshi. Alright, question is, who is terrestrializing? I mean, it's got to be Urshi. There's no way they're gonna let let us hit potentially a grass and a flying move here. So, I'm actually gonna do a drum beating over into Garchomp. No, we're gonna go for a drum beating over into Urshifu, and we're going to go for a Tailwind. Because it's very possible they're going for a Water Terra to be able to get a super-powered Surging Strikes or something like that. Not then they're Grass. They're fighting. That's not great either. But I think we can still do some good damage with the Wood Hammer because it's Stab on the Grassy Terrain. And we know that we're going to be faster now, too. And despite the fact that they have Aqua Jet. That's fine, though. And that's the downside to... Oh, they're probably Scarfed. Makes sense. Makes sense. We get the drum beating, though. That's not bad. It's not bad. We lower their speed, which... Oh, okay, they're a berry. Okay. Yeah, they lower their speed, which... isn't going to matter for the Aqua Jet, but... Well, the grass is gone now, unfortunately. But here's the thing. If we know that they're Choice Scarfed over there on Garchomp, and they can't Terrastalize, we're going to be able to knock out with one Moonblast. So, and especially with the Speed Proto, that's definitely going to be good for us. Let's keep going for the Drum Beating because it's going to be the strongest one. And let's Terrastalize into water and go for the Moonblast over there. That way, if they go for the Aqua Jet, even though it's still going to hurt because we're not a good defender, we're going to resist it. Oh, the rain is still out. But we're still going to resist it, and yeah, we're definitely still going to survive. And if they go Surging Strikes, then... I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Again, you're Choice Scarfed, so you're not going to be able to protect. That's awesome. And now we go for the Wood Hammer. Or, I'm sorry, Drum Beating. Have I been saying Wood Hammer this whole time? Isn't that the one grass move that a lot of the... I've seen Mimikyu been using or something? Why have I been saying that? Okay, Drum Beating, though. Yikes. Alright. And Moonblast. Can't knock out the Rillaboom. Even on the crit. And that'll do it. Let's go. GG's. And the Fighting Terra, too. Now, if they were going to go with, like, a close combat, heck yeah, then. But, yeah, with the Aqua Jet going into the Fighting Terra, I mean, I guess I will say the good thing about that for them, too, is that they did lose that weakness to the grass. So, very smart on that part. But thankfully for us, with the fighting type over there still, us having the Fairy type Mon was going to take care of that easily. So, good game. I think I see what's going on with this team. So, what I'm assuming is happening is that Cryogonal is going to go out there and use, forget the name of the move that always hits for a crit, the Ice move, into Tauros to activate the Anger Point, and that way they can end up bringing out Flamigo for the co-star. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. Well, honestly, the flying would be tough against, or it'd be tough for us with our Rillaboom, but we'll still end up doing that. Yeah, so let's go Rillaboom. And let's go Urshifu. And we'll have you and you. I think that's not a bad team to have. Obviously, with the ice, we are a little worried about our grass and our flying. But, honestly, I don't think that thing is, like, out there to really be much of an attacker. That thing is really out there to just kind of make sure that the right Pokemon get their right attack boosts. So let's see what happens here. Okay, so that's just not what happened there. Alright, well, we're going to fake out Dragonite, and we're going to go for the Surging Strikes over on Salazzle. That's fine, so it looks like... Well, unless that thing is the ability that makes it so it doesn't flinch. Okay, cool. So it was multi-scale. We broke multi-scale, which is really nice. Urshifu goes back up to normal, and because Dragonite is not on the terrain, that is not a problem for us. We're going to go for the knockoff over there, and we're going to go back for the Surging Strikes over into Salazzle. Okay. Nice. 2-hit KO. And the air balloon popped, but... Nice. Get the knockout. And then... What are we knocking off here? Actually, who goes first? Yeah. Ooh, that's not great. So... Yeah, what are we going to be knocking off? Lumberry? No weakness policy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because who's the... I wonder if we can get them in there without taking much damage. I mean, the positive thing here is the fact that we know we're faster than Dragonite. So if Flamigo is faster than us, we're... Oh, no, we're not faster than Dragonite anymore. Oh... We might end up losing Urshifu here. And it's not like we could Terrastallize because we're not taking away the... and we are taking away the fighting, but we're not taking away the weakness to the flying type. Yeah. Yeah. Here comes an E-Speed then. That'll get us down to Sash. Oh, wow, that didn't even bring us down to Sash. That will take us out, though. Yeah, they knew since we couldn't protect over there because they had already went for the, Dang. Yeah, because they had ended up going for the, taunt. But... Let's go into Flutter Mane. Now, yeah, I'm guessing that their Flutter Mane is what's in the back too. I have so many things I want to use here. Let me think about this, because I do need that. Yeah, I'll probably need the Terra over there. I don't want to risk it on a raw Bleak Wind again. But is it even worth it to go for the Rain Dance? We'll go for the Rain Dance. We will. And let's go for the Moonblast. Thank you. That worked out. Thank you for working out. Perfect. Alright, we're faster than them. Perfect. Yeah, so we don't get to take advantage of that. That's unfortunate. That's okay, but we're going to set the grass back up again. And now here's what we end up doing. We know we can fake them out because they essentially already protected. So we don't really have to worry about that. So let's fake out over there. And let's go for one more Moonblast. They did go for the E-Speed though. Okay. Well, that's not fun, but that's okay. Yeah, even Terrastalizing wasn't going to take away the weakness to that. Alright, now the good thing over there is the fact that if they ended up having Sash, that is no longer a worry for us. You know? And let's see, who's the last? It's Flutter. Yeah. Are you Speed as well? Yeah, we probably should have ended up going with the Tailwind then as opposed to the Rain Dance then. So let's Terra. Let's go for the knockoff. I'm going to go for the Moonblast into Flamigo. I'm like 80% sure we can survive a Shadow Ball. And honestly, since we saved our Terra, it's possible they think that we're going to go into a Fairy Terra. But, nope, we are not. So let's see who wins the speed tie. No one. They get the Protect. Perfect. I think they were thinking that we were going to... Oh, they're going for the double Protect. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. Smart call, honestly. Let's see. We're going to go for the knockoff again. Let's go for the Moonblast one more time. Sorry, we should survive one Shadow Ball. Yeah, I remember this thing was actually spec'd out really, really, really well. So I knew that it was going to survive at least one of those. So we're good on that, especially since it was a Proto Speed as opposed to this Proto Special Attack. If it was Special Attack, different story, but thankfully for us, that was not a different story. Alright, now we got to go for the Drum Beating. That's going to be our strongest move here. And we got to go for the Shadow Ball. Nice. We survive. But is the Drum Beating enough? I'm hoping so. It is a stab on the Grassy Terrain. Goodbye, Flutter Mane. There we go. Again, like I said, I knew that that Flutter Mane was spec'd out properly where it wasn't going to get knocked out to... You know, something like, you know, something from Flutter Mane like that. That's very common. So I knew that, you know, Pickle had done a really good job at speccing it out for that. So I knew we were going to survive that, especially since it wasn't a Proto Special Attack. But either way, picked the right combo, ended up getting the dub. Good game. Like I said before, even though it doesn't have Grassy Glide anymore, I think Rillaboom's going to be a really strong Pokemon in Regulation D. I mean, having access to Fake Out and Taunt is good enough, but the fact that it's a pretty bulky Pokemon and it being able to bulk out a little bit more with the Grassy Seed and the Grassy Surge, I think it makes it a really strong Pokemon. I mean, you saw it there. It was able to take some hits and be able to actually withstand a good amount of things. So, again, really great Pokemon. Pretty strong attacker, too, and one that I think is going to be pretty good in the next reg. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.